Alex Jones has a reputation for calling attention to the idea of false flag operations. What might it look like if he were involved in one? The following clips paint a speculative picture, and if that picture is inaccurate, I think it illustrates the potential danger of using irresponsible language when the stakes are this high.
I appeared before the Congressional Committee, the highest representation of the American people, under subpoena to tell what I knew of activities which I believe might lead to an attempt to set up a fascist dictatorship. The plan as outlined to me was to form an organization of veterans, to use as a bluff or as a club at least, to intimidate the government.
A plot of Wall Street interests to overthrow President Roosevelt and establish a fascist dictatorship.
You could have had a handful of the wealthiest people in the United States found guilty of treason.
I, Franklin Delano Roosevelt, will to the best of my ability preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the United States. So help me God.
FDR's New Deal policies brought an increase in public work programs, more help for the poor, and the removal of the dollar from the gold standard.
There were major elements in the business community that hated Roosevelt.
We peacefully have begun to take the country back. We believe in doing things for the free market. That is what we believe in. That is what we stand for.
Although its members were a curious alliance of rich and poor, North and South, they were united by one central concern. America was changing in a way they didn't like.
Now joining us is a great guy, frequent guest, Craig Sawyer. Craig, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me back on, Alex. It's always a pleasure.
Again, Craig Sawyer, I should have said Marine veteran, former Navy SEAL, sniper, TV show host, you name it. What do you make of this train derailment and the calls to remove Trump and Joe Scarborough saying get ready for a civil war?
I can't imagine any other country, Alex, where any of this would be tolerated.
It's the Mexican cartels and the Democratic Party who literally use Hispanics like throwaway garbage.
As Trump drains the swamp, we'll be able to remove people in key leadership positions throughout the chain of command. As these people, these subversives and obstructionists throughout the chain of command are removed, I think things will clean up.
There's a total war. Imagine when the history books are finally written, when we win this. I mean, the stuff that's going to come out. This country has been seized by multinational groups that use corruption to control populations.
Well, there's a lot of disinformation, and that's why you've got these misguided youth. You know, they're the victims, unwitting victims of a propaganda and false rhetoric campaign, and an effective one.
And by the way, I'm not made out of money. The reason I gave you $100,000 was I know your credentials. I know that some of the groups you're working with. You've got multiple TV shows, History Channel, Discovery Channel. You know, your name's on firearms. You're a respected guy. You're a federal marshal. You know, SEAL Team 6 leader.
We're young, but we are deep and powerful as far as connections go. So
this is the season of renewal, of overturning the evil. And I just think we're all kind of interconnected spiritually, like a invisible internet. They've proven that's there. It's how ducks fly south, you know, for the winter. Humans have that same thing as well. We had to activate, or it was about to truly take over, which Hillary was planning to do.
Yeah, man, boy, we dodged a bullet there. And I do believe that we experienced a supernatural intervention. One of the key things that I believe we really need is to have a deliberate public education campaign on exactly what all Barack Hussein Obama, Hillary Clinton, George Soros, and others have been up to.
We've got to have absolute education about it. We've got to absolutely celebrate that we barely survived it, and then recognize that this was like the Nazis or any other sophisticated evil.
And the president with this platform, I don't think that necessarily needs to be him to do it, but he needs to have an educator, a spokesperson that's part of our national television, so that American people are shown what's going on. So these traitors and subversives need to be put on trial for their crimes.
We peacefully have begun to take the country back and bring the economy back. We believe in doing things for the free market. That is what we believe in. That is what we stand for. Roger Stone, break this down.
If there is an illegitimate, unconstitutional effort to remove Donald Trump on trumped-up charges, by a biased and partisan prosecutors or an illegitimate takedown by the 25th Amendment, there will be a civil